In today's video we are making one of my favorite pasta, and not just because most of the ingredients are in season at the moment, but because this is so easy to make and is absolutely delicious. Watch this recipe step by step, and if you're first time on this channel, hit that subscribe button because we have a new home cooking style recipe coming every single Friday. Enjoy the video. This easy recipe has some of the most basic ingredients ever. We start with the garlic and we get straight into the fresh basil. If you can, get it fresh into the pot, so you get the freshest and the strongest basil flavor possible. Pick only the leaves, it's all we need. Here is all that goodness that we're looking for. Use coarse salt if you have any, it helps with the crushing. Same with the black pepper, get 3 or 4 big boys in there and get the pestle and mortar in action. Of course you could use a blender, but I absolutely love the pestle and mortar when it comes to make the pesto. And in my opinion, this Asian device really makes the difference. In addition to the classic pesto ingredients, I am also incorporating into the mixture 2 sun-dried tomatoes. Just enough to give a special flavor to our dish, together with a sprig of fresh oregano, straight from the source. Worst case scenario, if you don't have it fresh, use dry, but bear in mind it's not quite the same. After adding the extra virgin olive oil, pound and grind against the wall of the mortar. Continue with this process until the basil leaves have been crushed into fine bits. Once you get to the right consistency, the Parmesan can go in. Another option is Pecorino Romano. It's all up to you, use what you prefer most. Add a touch of lemon juice, the acid will stop the pesto from oxidizing, keeping it nice and green for longer. And this is what you're looking for. The first step is ready, let's move on to the rest of the ingredients. Here we've got some beautiful ripened vine tomatoes. The way you can recognize whether they are good or bad is smell the tomato up by the stem. It should have a strong, sweet, earthy odor. The more fragrant the tomato is, the more flavorful it will be. So be wary about the tomatoes that don't smell like anything. You should definitely try this tip next time you go shopping. I know you might look weird being in the middle of the shop like smelling tomatoes, but it will really help you. And if it did, let me know in the comments down below. Cooking the spaghetti, I have a few key steps for you to remember. Add salt into the boiling water, don't overcook it, 10 minutes will definitely do, and keep some of that pasta water for later to balance the sauce. Al dente, that's what we're looking for, so when you bite into it, it still has some of that firm texture. Drain the pasta and now put the pan on medium-high heat. Get 2 crushed garlic into the pan with a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil. Cook 2-3 minutes before adding the tomatoes, which only need another 2-3 minutes of cooking because we still want them to keep the nice shape. The spaghetti go in and hopefully you remember to keep some of that pasta water that I mentioned earlier, because now it's actually needed. Season with what you prefer. I choose black pepper, chili flakes or even fresh chilies and salt. That's pretty much it. You want to keep that pesto until the last moment, or even add it directly into the plate if being cold doesn't bother you. The less cooked, the more nutritious will be, and it will keep that nice green color. Use a ladle and some kitchen tongs to get the spaghetti in a more presentable shape, and to keep it Italian style till the end, a shower of Parmesan cheese or Pecorino Romano, and what would be all this recipe without a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil? I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up because this really helps me in this cooking journey, and I'll see you next Friday with a new recipe. You keep watching and I'll keep cooking.